Oh, all right. There we are. We're a minute or so late, but good morning, everyone. Janet Legere here with our CLB Learning Training webinar for Wednesday, January 31st. My goodness. How did we get to the end of the month already? It just seems to me it was just the Christmas holidays 2 minutes ago. But here we are, nonetheless. It is the end of the month. And I thought today we would talk about the CLB blogging platform. So what I'm going to do is we'll go into desktop sharing. I'm going to take you into the back office of CLB Learning. We'll do a quick tour. And I'm going to show you how to get set up with a CLB blog. And then we're going to go into the blog and I'm going to walk you through the whole process of what's back there, how to set things up, how to make changes to your blog, how to add the Leads Leap widget, how to add a form to your blog. I still got to look into that. It seems to me that I have to add the form to your blog. The system isn't letting people. We'll have to look into that, Don, why that's it does that. It just seems that most people aren't able to add the form, but I can add it for you. So you can always get a hold of me and I'll do that for you. But then we're going to talk about putting posts on your blog, how to create new pages on your blog, different things that you can do and how to use it. What are you going to do with it now that you have this amazing tool at your disposal? So let's get started, shall we? Great to see everybody here. Who do we have here? Let's get in here. Whoa. Okay. We have Michael. I just went to, here we go. We have Michael Lipsy in the house as usual. Love having you here, Michael. And Tommy Wright is here, and Brian, and Dawn, and Aaron, and Betty made it in. Awesome. And Stephen and Darla. Great to see you guys. I was expecting Chris. Just it got delayed, but she'll be here. All right. I'm going to click that button to go into desktop sharing. And we're going to go over here. We can close this. We're going to go into our CLB learning. So here we are. This is, why does it say preparing live stream? Oh, right, because I am live. Never mind. We're having one of those days. So this is the main site of CLB learning. We're going to log in here. And I just want to show you, I always like to log in as a free member so that you can see what you're going to see as a free member. As a free member, when you log in, the first thing you're going to see is a button to upgrade. And it tells you all of the additions that you get as an upgraded member. There we go. Uh, Here we go. We get 50% commissions on anyone else that upgrades. You get your own CLB blog on our blogging platform, personal consultation with yours truly, access to our Telegram group. The quick start guide that's in the back office of CLB Learning is coded with your information and all of your links. And you get upgraded memberships in our 4 viral mailers. And on the bonus here, it says 25,000 credits. But, I've been feeling generous lately. So I've been giving everybody 50,000 credits. That gives you a lot of credits to get started, to get some traffic going to your funnel that you're going to create inside CLB Learning. You're also going to get a done-for-you setup. So as you come in as a $97, it's all it's going to cost you to become an upgraded member. I will set your whole system up for you. So you just have to be an upgraded member in Leadsleep. I'll log in and set everything up for you, and boom, you're ready to go and start advertising. And speaking of advertising, if you're an upgraded member, we put you on the rotator. And so I do the advertising for you. You'll start to get subscribers and signups in your CLB system. And who knows, they may upgrade. What the key here is that as people come into CLB learning and they follow what we teach, and many do, that really is the whole point of this. They come in and they set up their funnel just like you're going to do. They set up their lead capture page, their autoresponder, their landing page, and they do all that through Leadsleep. And they're going to join Leadsleep through the downline builder right here. Okay, so when you click on the downline builder, this is where you're going to enter all of your information for the programs that you belong to. And you can see here in my free account, I have not put anything in my downline builder. So there's nothing here. So it would go to my upline or to the default. Okay, so it's if you don't put anything in there, your leads are not going to sign up under you. So if you want your leads to sign up under you in these programs so that you can earn commissions and credits, then you need to make sure you put your information in here. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. We had the upgrade. If you get the upgrade, you can click on here to upgrade at any time, and it'll take you here to purchase the upgrade. It's a one-time fee. And once you are upgraded, Just log in as an upgraded member. Now you have something different. You'll see over on the left-hand side here, upgraded membership bonuses. Now everyone sees the same thing when they log in. We've got the instructions on how to get started, how to get into our Telegram group and our Facebook group and all those great links. We've got our YouTube channel. And down here is setting up your CLB funnels. That's the first thing you need to do is set up your funnel before you do anything else. All right, get your funnel set up and upgrade so that we can get your funnel into our rotator, and then you can start doing everything else. And everything else is right here, upgraded membership bonuses. And we're going to come here and it talks about the CLB blogging platform. Now, I think this is a big deal. I don't know if you do, but blogging can really increase the traffic to your website. It can increase visibility. And really what it's going to do is brand you. It's going to get your name out there. So people are going to come to recognize you. They're going to recognize the quality that you're sharing, because that's what we're going to talk about today, is what to share on your blog. So this link here takes you to the blogging platform, which I'd already had listed up here. But here is the main naked blog. So this is what your blog is going to look like when you get it. It will say list building with your name on it. So instead of CLB Learning, it'll have your name, like Michael Lipsy or Darla Key, all right, or Brian Allerton. And then down here, it's got the very first blog post. Well, down here it says Don Legere. That will be changed. That will have your name. And this link down here will go to your CLB Learning page. Up here, we have 2 pages, who we are and what we do. This page talks a little bit about Dawn and I, where we came from, how we came to begin CLB Learning. And then Get Started with CLB takes people to your CLB website. All right, pretty simple, but pretty powerful. All right, so let's come back here. To register, you're going to click here to register. There's a password, CLB Learning. So you're going to click on this link to register. You're going to put in the password. Hopefully, I don't think I passed. I don't think I typed that right. Let's see if we got it right that time. uh, there we go. So what you're going to do, you don't need it to remember. You're just going to fill out this form, your name, your email, the username you want on your blog, and it explains up there. It's going to be contactlistbuilder.com/ whatever username you want. You can make it the same as your CLB. You can make it whatever you want. You can just make it your name, which is kind of what I recommend. And your CLB ID number. I need your ID number to set everything up. That's all you have to do is fill that in. I will create the blog for you. It does take me a little bit to do that. It's done manually, and you'll get all that information when it is set up. So that's signing up for your blog. This is what the naked blog looks like. And this, so here is Don's blog. So I just want to show you, Don hasn't done anything to his blog other than he's done some blog posts. So here's how to gain trust and build a better world. So he's got a post there with a video, little snippets. So you can see he's written a couple posts here. There you go, it's this plain website. So he's just taken the blog that comes with CLB Learning and done a few posts, which is really all you need to do. And then share your blog. People are going to come and visit it. And CLB is all over the website, right? But let's look and see what you can actually do with your blog. And I know Michael Lipsy has a great blog. He's done lots of edits to his. So here's my blog, right? List building with Janet Legere. And you'll notice, so let's go back here to Dawn's blog. You'll see the pages are up here, home, who we are, what we do, get started with CLB Learning. When we go to my blog, those aren't up here. They've moved. And they've moved because I've added 2 more pages, resources and appointments, something that you can do as well. And we'll talk about that when we get into the back office of the blog. So I still have the getting started with CLB and who we are and what we do. Now let's come down here. I haven't changed the heading picture. You can do that. You can change the theme. So down here, here's a blog post, the imperative of ad tracking, maximizing return on investment with lead sleep. Now you'll notice on the right-hand side, I have a form. So when people come to my blog, they can put in their name and email address to learn more about CLB Learning. I'm promoting my book. I did write a book a few years ago called Get Stuck on Happy. Many of our members already have a copy. So if you don't, you can click on that button and get yourself a copy. And then I've got some advertising down here, my recent posts, legal stuff. And then look at this. All right, sponsored links. This is the Leads Leap widget app. All right, and that works really, really well. It's on your blog. Anybody clicks that link, you're going to earn pennies. You're not earning thousands of dollars, but I'll show you in Leads Leap, you're actually earning cash from people clicking your links because it's a paid to click kind of thing, right? So you can have free advertising on your website from Leads Leap. And you'll see here's my blog posts with pictures, very simple blog posts. And I always encourage people at the end to get their account at CLB Learning. Okay. So let's get into the back office. I'm trying to think which blog I want to play with. All right, we're going to the back office of Dawn's blog. All right, I'm not logged in, I guess. Oy. All right, well, we can fix that. All right, I'm just going to log into the back office of the blog. So you either just put admin or WP login, and you're going to log in with the username and password that you were given. So I create that for you when I set up your blog. And what this does is it logs us into the back office. All right, so this is your dashboard. I just want to make sure that we are actually still live. Oh, we are. All right. So this is the dashboard of your blog. So this is where everything is. And if you've never done blogging, it can be overwhelming, and I don't want it to be. All right. We do have a video on our YouTube channel. It's in the back office there. It'll be in the email that you get as well that explains all the areas of the blog and how to use it. So you're welcome to have a look at that. You can also watch this replay when it's done. So let's come down here, and I'm just going to go through the back office. So this is your dashboard. Sometimes there's going to be messages come up. You can just ignore them for the most part. So you can see down here, I have a comment, but let's start at the top. It starts with posts. Now, something else I am not on my blog here, so let me get to my blog. What you're not going to see this, you're not going to see what I'm seeing on your blog. I just need to get to my blog. Here it is. Okay. I'm the administrator of the network. Okay, so I have all the blogs on here. It is a networked blog, which means we're all on the same system. We're all on contactlistbuilder.com/ whatever your username is. All right, so we're all connected, which is really kind of cool. I'm hosting your blog, but you still get to use it. So here is my blog. You can see it looks a little different now in the back office because I don't have all those other sites. All right, so down on the left, we have your posts. That's pretty standard. Let's just talk for a minute about the difference between a page and a post. So pages, you had, as we looked at my page, come on in the window. All right, there we go. When you look at the pages, these are pages up here, all right? Who we are, what we do. When I click on that, it brings a page up that talks about who we are and what we do. If I click on home, it's going to take me to the main page, which has my blog posts. Okay, if I click on the resources, this is a page that has my resources, which has just Leads Leap and Udemy solo ads. If I click on appointments, I've put up my Calendly calendar here, right? So you can book an appointment. Here it is. So you can book an appointment with me anytime and then get started with CLB Learning. We'll take you over to CLB. And there we are, all right, to sign up. So that's pages. So the pages don't change. They're there permanent. They're on your menu. You have to add them to your menu, but they're on your menu and they're permanent. Your blog, on the other hand, okay, the posts. So if we come back here to our posts, so those are the pages. So if I click on pages, right here are my pages. About me, appointments. About me is not on my main page. Isn't that interesting? Well, we can fix that. Let's have a look at my About Me page. Because you can create your pages here. You just click Add a New Page. So if you want to create a page and add all of your tools and resources that you're using, what a great idea, right? Your viral mailers that you're using, if you're in any traffic exchanges, solo ad providers, whatever you're using out there to advertise, you can put those links here so that people can come and join those programs with you. So you add a title. This is going to be the title. It's what's going to show on your website. So if you have it listed there, blog posts can have long titles. That's okay. But on your pages, you want to keep them fairly short. Just let me mute that. Sorry, guys. Okay. So let's say I've already got one that's resources. What else could we set up a page for? Well, I'll call it advertising. All right. So that's going to be the title. Enjoy these free advertising resources. And then I could put whatever resources I have here, viral mailers, so I could go into my back office at CLB Learning. Here I am. I could log in here. Keep an eye on my time here and go into my affiliate toolbox. And I could get this code here for just this blog post or for this banner. And come back to my page and I should, here, if I click the plus sign, because there's my block, and I could do HTML, all right, because I just copied that code. So there's the code and boom, oops. So now I can preview it and there's my banner. And if I want to center my banner, whoops. Let's go back to HTML. A little secret here. I don't know if you know about this code, but whoops. If I learn to spell center, right? So if I just do the corner brackets like that, and I go center, and then at the end, you have to put the slash center, /. There we go. So that will now put my banner in the center. So if I preview it, and there we go. So now it's not over to the left. So there's CLB, that's a CLB banner. Now, if I want to, I guess I wouldn't put the CLB banner on my CLB website. But let's say I want to put the GoPro mailer. So here's a banner. I can right click on this. My mouse does not behave. And I'm going to copy the image, come over to my page, and paste. It didn't paste it. It's giving me a copy image.
Plus.
Copy image. I'm going to try this, see if it'll work that way. It didn't like that. So I'm going to have to get the image address, copy image address, and I can add my picture that way. Add a image. And I can insert from URL. There's my image. And there's my banner. Now, if I want the URL to the banner, I would come back here and grab this sign up URL because I know it's mine. And there's the link. And there we go. And there's my link. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click this edit again. Right here, I want to open it in a new tab. So when someone clicks on it, it's going to take them away from my blog so they can come back. And there we go. They can sign up for, I'm going to delete this one. Enjoy these free advertising sources. Now, there's two things I can do here. I can save this as a draft, right? If I want to add more things to it, or I can publish it. So let's just publish this because I want to show you we can add this. We have now created a new page. So we're going to come back to our dashboard. Just click that W right there. And here is our advertising page. But if we go to our blog, pages are fun to play with, okay? It's not up here. There's no advertising page. Where'd the page go? Because we have to add it. You see all these menu items down here. So we're going to come down here to appearance. This is where your themes are. And don't be afraid to click buttons back here. Now you can see there's all kinds of themes. You're welcome to change themes anytime you want. See, I can click this. I could go live preview and it'll show me what my blog would look like under that theme. And I'm thinking it doesn't look very good. That one didn't work. Right? There it is. So there's the theme. Right? Now, if I wanted, I could change to that theme, but I sure don't. So I'm going to come back to my blog, but you can change themes. Oh, where was I? Appearance, themes. So we're going to come here. We're going to customize our theme because we need to add our page to our menu. So here's our menu. Here's my home, my primary menu, right? So here are my pages. Now I can add a page, add items. And here, here's my page, advertising. So I can add that. So now it's here. Where do I want to put it? Well, maybe I'm just going to move it up here with my resources. So there we go. I could actually put it underneath. Do you see how it went under to the side? So I can have it be out. So it's on the main menu, or I can have it be a sub menu of the resources like that. All right, but I want it to be on the main page. So there we are. We're going to put it under home and we're going to publish. You have to remember to save your work all the time. Otherwise, it's not going to show. So here's my blog. We're going to refresh. And now look at that, advertising. So if we click on it, we have advertising. Enjoy these free resources. And I click on the banner. It takes me to GoProMailer. How cool is that? I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's come back to our blog. There we are. I'm going to just close these. Close this one. All right, so I want to come back. I've edited that, so I'm going to close this page. That's your, the main thing you're going to edit on your blog is your widgets. Or I mean the, whatever we just changed, the menus. Okay, we do have widgets on our blog. I want to talk about media. All right, we've talked about pages. Let's talk about media and look at all the media. Okay, so these are pictures that I have saved into my blog that I can add to my posts anytime I want. Okay, so you can upload, you can add a new media file. You can drop and drag from your desktop, which is the best way to do it. So if you find a picture online that you want to use, you can save it to your desktop and then upload it. You can also add a picture by a URL, as you saw that I did on our page. Okay, so there's two ways. I like to have my pictures uploaded, pardon me. I like to have my pictures uploaded because it gives me more flexibility. I can resize them, move them around a little easier on my site. So once you have images, it's easy to put those into your blog post or your page. So what we've done our pages, we've talked about media. Let's talk about what other settings you might play with here. Let's go back to our appearance and widgets. As I showed you on my blog, I have all these widgets down the side and Dawn doesn't have any. So we're going to go here to our widgets. All right. My widgets are, this is my widget area. I got in here the other day and it worked just fine. All right, so here is where you can add widgets. So it's not really showing my widgets properly. So I'm going to come over to Dawn's. I'm going to change sites. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. For some reason, I did something to my site one day. And ever since then, my widgets show up differently. I can still work them, but they show up differently. Here we are on Dawn's site. We're going to go to the widgets. Hopefully they come up, right? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. It's showing you our sidebar, which has nothing on it at the moment. And we're going to add some widgets. So there's different things we can do. We can add a custom form, but I was talking about the lead sleep widget.
Sure.
I'm going to come over here to lead sleep. And if you haven't found this widget on lead sleep, well, you're going to want to. So here we are. Get the widget. It's under your advertising here under earning. Get the paid per click widget code. Now, something you need to know when you're putting this on the blog, you can choose, there's lots of edits here. You can have 6 ads, 4 ads, 2 ads. I like it to be responsive. So if it's on a phone or a smaller computer, it'll move. You can have different code or different edits here. You can change the colors and what have you. So you can click here and get the code. Now, this might get confusing because you think, well, here's your code, but we need to come down here and get the WordPress code. All right, the alternative WordPress solution. This code right here is the code that works with our widget. So we're going to copy that. We're going to come over here to our widgets, and we actually have, if you scroll down the widgets, you scroll down a little bit, we have a lead sleep ad widget. So you're going to click that and drag it over to your sidebar, and we're going to put it down here under the search. All right, so there it is. So it's brought it up. All right, sponsored links. I could put a different title, but I like sponsored links. And I'm just going to paste that code in there and update. So hopefully you saw what we did there. All right, so we grabbed the widget, right? The lead sleep widget. All the widgets are on the side here. Here's all your widgets, and it's down. There's your lead sleep. There's lots of widgets here. And we moved it over, we added it here, and then we put our code in and we pressed update. So now if I go and look at Dawn's website, oh, it did so update it. All right, so now I can visit his website. And if we come down the side now, look at that, sponsored links. Isn't that cool? So now he's going to be earning pay per click. If we go to our widget here, I just want to show you pay per click earnings. Okay, because I have the widget on my blog. So I want you to see this. It doesn't look like a lot, but 38 cents on January 12th. 5 visits went to my blog and earned 38 cents. I've earned $3.66 pay per click earnings just by having that widget on my blog. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's come back to Dawn's page. The other widget, my goodness. Come to winter in Calgary. The other widget you're going to want to put on here is another HTML widget. Here we go, code. All right, so I'm going to grab code and I'm going to bring it over here. I want it to go, oh, hang on here. I'm going to move this to the top, get my code. And there it says to write code. So I'm going to come back over to lead sleep, to my list manager. Somebody doesn't have their, so we're going to do a form right here, form pop-up creator. We're going to create a form. Someone on our call does not have their voice, their mic muted. If you could do that. So right here, we're going to go get code, right? So just creating a form. You could create a new one. I'll show you how. Add a new campaign. So we're going to call it CLB Learning for Class. Right? Add a new form. And launch the editor. So you need to create your form. So you can just have there's templates, or we've got Lightbox that works.
Hola.
It's been a while since I've created these forms, so you have to bear with me. All right, there's what I want. All right, so here's my form. Now I'm going to choose a list manager and I'm going to use send steed and I'm going to get my list ID because I know my list. Where's my CLB personal right here? So let's put my list in there. I could have a redirect URL so I can get my page for my CLB landing page right here. And there we go. All right, I'm all set up with a pop-up form that I can put on my blog. All right, so there we go. That's been saved. So now when I come back over here, I have my new form. All right, so now I would get my HTML code. So there's the whole code. I'm going to copy that code and come back over to my widget. Whoops. And put my code in here and update and refresh. And hopefully it worked. No. Isn't this fun? All right. So obviously I put this in incorrectly. So custom HTML is where this should be. That still didn't work. Custom HTML. I did get it to work, guys. I do know how. There's our HTML. I don't know why it says it. So, all right. Let's clear that. And then let's put new HTML in. Can we preview it? There we go. All right. So I actually had to have it into the HTML code. And now we should have a form on the blog. So there we go. Should we do that again? All right. So we added a widget. We added the HTML code widget, and there's the code, right? And so I need to come here and whoops. Because for some reason, when I just put the code in there, that didn't work. Remember? And then I did something different to it. Edit as HTML. There we go. Let's see if we can update that one. For some reason, that's not working. Anyway, I'm going to just come back to the drawing board because I did get it to work and you'll get it to work. And if you can't get it to work, get a hold of me and I'll get it to work for you. All right. But I'd love for you to get a form on your blog because what that does is it allows people to come and subscribe to your list, right? So I could put my name. Oops. Get it now, and it should take me to the redirect page, and there it goes. So it's taking me to my CLB landing page. So cool, hey? Very cool. So let's come back to our dashboard. Yeah, we're going to leave that because we don't want to save that on there. That was we added our widgets. We're going to come here now and talk about what you're going to be using. So once you've set up your blog, you've added your widgets on the sidebar, you might add more than one banner, more than one picture, play with it. Go have fun with it. The main thing you're going to be doing with your blog on a regular basis is posting blog posts. So you can see that Dawn has quite a few posts here. I want to come over back to my website. My posts. So here we are. Here are Janet's posts. Okay, so if we come up and we go have a look at that, we can go and view this post in a new window. Yeah, lots of windows open here. I'm going to close some of those. All right, so here is my latest blog post, the imperative of ad tracking, and you'll see that I've got some banners in here, and I've written this post. My gosh, look at this beautiful post. Well, I'm going to tell you let you in on a little secret on how to write your blog posts, and we're going to use Chat GPT. That is how I've written my post. Now, I do belong to a program that has my profile and everything is set up. It's really cool. It's called NowSite. However, you can get Chat GPT right here as an extension on your Chrome, and it works really, really well. Okay, so you can see I've got that blog post. We want to add a new post, so we're just going to click add a new post. And I'm going to come over here to a new window and I'm going to pop up. Well, I don't even need to. I can stay on my post. All right. See this? These are your extensions, this little icon here. So I'm going to click on that little icon. And right here, Chat GPT. You can go and search for it and it will come up for the Google Chrome. And I can even get you the link of where you can go and get the Chat GPT. I did write it down. It's a cool little program that's very easy and very free. And so what you do is you bring it up here and you ask it a question. So I want it to write a blog post. So I actually wrote it down here. Here we go. Write a blog post about the CLB learning funnel, how simple it is to set up with Leads, and how important it is to build your list of subscribers first and foremost. So that's what I wanted a blog post about. Okay, so you just figure out what you want to write about and bring up your Chat GPT, and I'm just going to paste that down here, what I want. I don't know if you're ready for this, but this is like pretty cool. Watch. Hopefully this is showing up on the screen. Yep, it is. So it's writing this incredible blog post for me. Now, you can go through here and you can rewrite some of it if you want. I'm going to take it as is, and I'm simply going to say that I use Chat GPT to create my blog post. So there it is. Look, it's written up this incredible post. Oh, it's not quite finished. There we go. And a conclusion. Okay. Wow. Can you imagine how long it would take you to write that? Look at this button. I'm just going to copy that. Now, what I have found, and it may work, but I have found if I come and put it into a text file first, because it's all coded, it will put in titles because this is my title. So I'm going to grab my title to bring over here and I put in my title. Okay, so there's my title. Whoops. Then I'm going to come here and grab the rest of this. Whoops. Where's my undo? All right, so I've copied that. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste that in here. And it put all the titles, it made them titles, it bolded everything, it did everything it needed to. So, and it's got an in conclusion. All right, so now let's look through this because we've got CLB learning. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to come over to Leads because there's a few things I need from Leads. Come on, Leads, behave, okay? I need my referral URL. All right, so I come down here to my view my referrals. No, I want my affiliate there. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Affiliate links and tools. Gosh, I'm having a day. I'm just going to grab my affiliate link to Leads because when I come here to my blog post, we talk about Leads, right? So here's Leads, and I want to hyperlink that. So I'm going to paste my link in there. And now I'm going to click on it again. See, I just touched on it because I want it to open in a new window. So I'm going to come through here and look at my blog post, and wherever it says lead sleep, and I might miss a few. Not in the titles. I'm not going to put them in the titles, but in the paragraphs, I'm going to put the URL. Okay. And that's so that when somebody's in here reading my blog post, they can click that link and go to the website and sign up for their free account. Right? So you see how I'm doing that? Just adding the links in there. Now I'm also going to want to do my CLB learning links. So if I come back to lead sleep, I come to my page manager because I want to send them to my CLB learning. It's down here somewhere. There it is. So I'm just going to grab this link right here and come back to my blog. And up here where it says CLB learning funnel, I'm going to put my funnel. And again, I want it to open in a new window. Whoa, there we go. All right, CLB learning. CLB learning funnel. We click that link.
Okay, that's gonna use. If you don't mind, oh, I can use this. Yeah, okay.
Somebody doesn't have their microphone muted. So you can see you just go through there and you're going to hyperlink that. Now you might want to put a picture in. So we're going to have to come back over to CLB learning. I'm going to come to the affiliate toolbox because I want to put a CLB banner. All right, so I'm going to copy this banner, copy image address, and I'm going to go to the end of this paragraph and I'm going to click on the block here, plus, and I want to insert an image, insert from URL, and I can paste it, and boom, there's my picture, okay? Now, I could also, instead of doing it that way, I could go and get a picture from my media. Go to my, oops, I could delete that, and I could insert a picture from the media library. All right, remember I have all those pictures in my media, so then I could grab one of them there and put it into my picture, and I could center it and bing bada boom, put a link on it. I have to go back and grab my link. Copy link address, paste it there, and open in a new window and bing bada boom. Okay, so we can go down here and we could add more pictures in here. We could put a lead sleep banner, all those things, right? Now, something I like to do is, sorry guys, I like to copy from my previous posts the bottom part. Okay, so I have at the end of every blog post, I put a post about CLB learning so they can get their own blog like this. And I also post about using NowSite. Today I used GPT, but in my mind, it's the same thing. So you would just put that you use GPT and put the link to the GPT program that you used. All right, so I'm just going to copy that and come back over to my blog. That makes it easy when I can just copy. There we go. Now I need to center my picture. And we're all good. All right. So now I have my post in here. I'm going to come over to the right-hand side. I'm the author. I could search my categories, right? I could add a new category. We could add tags. We got that. CLB learning. Contact list. Ooh, builder. All right, so this is my little tags. I could put a feature image if I wanted, and then I can publish. Now I could save it as a draft, which I'm going to do here because I do want to do more editing and add more pictures. And once I save it as a draft, see down here, I could view the preview. So I just click on this to view it. And here is my new post. All right, now this will not show for anyone. I can't actually send this to anyone for them to read it. It is just a preview. Okay, so you can see here I've done my clicks. So it's CLB Learning, Leads Leap, CLB Learning. If I click on that, it opens in a new window and takes them to my funnel. If I click on Leads Leap, it opens. Oh, I forgot to make that open in a new window. That's why you want to make them open in a new window. Otherwise, you see now they're not on my blog anymore. So that I can test it all. And now I'd want to go back in and edit that so that I make sure that link opens in a new window, etc., etc. All right, so let's go back to our blog. Okay, so we're back on the main menu. When you get your blog out there, people are going to comment, right? People can comment on your blog posts. I have it set up on your blogs so that people have to, or your blog comments have to be moderated, which means people can comment on your blog, but it's not going to show up on your blog until you say that that comment is okay. What that does is avoid all the spam comments that could come to your blog. So you can see here, I have all these posts or all these comments from my blog, which is pretty cool. Okay. So what happens is when somebody comments on your blog, it'll come in here and it'll show red because there has to be action taken. And you'll come in here and you see here it says unapproved. Well, let me unapprove Chris's comment. There we go. So this is how it'll look. It'll be lit up here. It'll show that you have one comment that requires approval, and you'll see in here, you can read it, you can reply to it, and you can approve it. So there we go. We can approve it. And I'm going to put a reply and say that Chat GPT has made a huge difference in how simple it is now to do a blog post. There we go. And I can reply. It's good to reply to your comments, and that's all done. All right. So there's other areas back here. Don't be afraid to click things. You can't really break it. And if you break it, that's okay. I can redo it for you. I'll reset it up. Okay. Under your settings, under general settings, here it's just got the name of your blog, your email address. If you want to change that, you can. You can set up new users. So if you are working with someone, you have a partner, maybe your spouse, you want them to be able to write blog posts as well, you can set up a new user here. All right. So you just add a new user and you need their email address. That's to add an existing user. You scroll down, you need a username and email address, and you can make them just a subscriber or an administrator, an editor, an author, whatever you want to do. And then you can, what I like to do when I'm setting up a new user, when I'm setting up your blog, I set it up here, add the new user without sending them an email that requires confirmation. And when I do that, then I can go in and set them up, put their name in, and they don't have to have they don't have to confirm their email address before they're actually a user. So they're set up with their username and everything. Okay, so that's how you add a new user. What else do we want to look at back here? Let's click on your dashboard. There's not a lot you're going to do. Don't be afraid to click things. There's a lot of buttons back here that you're not going to use. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You're going to go to your widgets, which are under appearance. So you might want to add widgets on your sidebar or on the bottom. Feel free to play with that. You can't break it. You can always delete it if it doesn't work and try again. And if it's something you really want to have on there and you can't get it to work, just get a hold of me and I'll help you get it to work. All right. So you're going to set up some pages. For your resources, I need to come into my pages actually and delete this one. We're going to trash that advertising page and hopefully it takes it right off my menu as well. Let's go back, not to my dashboard. I want to go to my main site and see if it got rid of that page. Remember, I put it on my menu. It should be gone. It is. So now that page advertising is no longer on my menu because I deleted it. So the system knows that. So that's pretty cool. So you got your pages you can set up. And again, there's lots of things you can put for pages, resources, a page about you. So I do have that page about me, but it is not up on my menu. And if you're wondering about things to write about, now I know that this is probably a challenge for most of you. I'm going to come out of desktop sharing and come back into the room so we can have a little chat here for the last few minutes. I think one of the biggest challenges for anyone with a blog is what the heck am I going to write about? Right? Am I right? Would you guys agree that that's kind of a challenge? What am I going to write about? That's never a challenge for Michael. He's got more topics than Hector's dog has pups. But the CLB website is filled with things for you to talk about, like all the resources that are a part of CLB. And CLB itself, like you can talk about the CLB funnel setup, how simple it is. That this you could go through each step. Each step could be a blog post. Okay, you could do the resources that we recommend in CLB Learning. You could write a blog post about each one of them, and it doesn't have to be a fancy blog post. You could use Chat GPT. They'll write you a great blog post about any program you want. It's amazing how smart they are. Um, but you could just put down, I mean, these are going to be resources that hopefully you're using and you're going to recommend them. So that's what your blog post is like. Like, this is the resource I'm using. These are the results I'm seeing. And you recommend it. Like, here's the link for you to join. So keep it simple. You could, like I said, you can use Chat GPT. I will put the link in here where to get the plugin for Chrome. You just go to Chat GPT login site. And that's where you can set that up. You can add it to your Chrome plugin as an extension, and it works really well. It's very simple to use. Very, very simple. Any questions? Anything I didn't cover you want me to cover?
So this is pre-recorded, right?
Yes, we are. We have recorded it.
Good.
I know I did cover a lot.
I will review it. I came late. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. And there is a video on our YouTube channel of exactly how to set up your blog. It goes through all the steps once you get your blog. So make sure that you have a look at that as well. But yeah, our replays, when I remember to record them, are always up on our YouTube channels. And I did remember to push the button today, so we're good. We're good. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. So all I have to do is talk about it at the beginning of the call, and then I remember. Any more questions? One other thing I do want to just talk about is when you do get a blog with CLB Learning, we have a member showcase on the main blog at Contact List Builder. So your blog gets listed there. It's going to get some traffic from there as well. So pretty cool stuff. No questions. You guys are awesome.
Great training.
All right. Thank you. It was a lot to cover. The blog can be, it just felt, it even felt complicated going through it, but it really isn't. Once you get in there and just remember that you might want to set up some pages, you might want to add some widgets to your sidebar, but mostly you want to write some blog posts and get used to doing that and sharing it with everyone out there. One more thing I'm going to show you before we wrap up here. Almost forgot, and this is really important, really, really important. When you post a blog post, so I have all my blog posts here. Here's the last one, the imperative of ad tracking, right? You can see my title there. You want to make sure that in Lead Sleep, once you've got your blog set up, that you come up here and you set this right here, blog to broadcast. All right, so here is my blog, Coach Janet feed. Just let me edit this. All right, so here we go. So your blog is going to be whatever your blog name is, contactlistbuilder.com/your username, and then feed, all right, /feed at the end. Everything else is coded. All right. So the system has already set up the email, but you can edit it. And I did. So they didn't have the first name. I put that Janet Legere here. I just published a new blog post titled, and then the rest was already there. But I did add while there, show some, please show some, oh, it should say love. Please show some love, comment, and share. Okay, thanks, and have a great day. And then it puts my signature. All right, so what happens, this blog to broadcast, as soon as you post a blog post, it sets up a broadcast. So let me show you. Let's click over here. Here we are. The imperative of ad tracking, maximizing ROI with Lead Sleep. Look familiar? There's my blog post right there. Whoops. Right there, the imperative ad tracking, maximizing ROI, and it set that up all on its own. I got an email in my inbox telling me that a broadcast had been set up. You can set it up so that it goes out right away, or you can set it up as a draft so that it will save it for you and you can go in and edit it. You might want to change it, but let's have a look. You can see the email it created. So here we go. It pulled a snippet from my blog. It's pretty smart, right? Look at that. It did this. I didn't write any of that. It put all that in there and it sent it out to my lists. As you can see here, it went out to 354 people. Obviously mustn't have, and 88 people opened it and a couple people actually went and read it. But I do get good open rates at Leadsley. So I really wanted you to see that because it's important. All right, so that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys got some value out of that, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your blogs. Remember, whenever you do a blog post, come to our Telegram group and put your blog in there so that we can all give it some love and comment and share. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next Wednesday for our CLB Wednesday webinar. Have a great week, everyone. And
too.
Thank
have a
you.
great start to the month
Bye,
tomorrow.
everyone.
Bye.
Hello.